God says this message is for you. Archangel Michael has been standing at your side since dawn, carrying a weight of urgency in his wings, whispering that your angel is deeply worried about you. The heavenly realms are stirring, and I, the Lord, am reaching into your life because what is about to happen will change everything you believe. This is not an ordinary message, it is a divine unfolding, a window into truths that have been concealed, and a revelation that will not wait. Do not try to skip this, my child, for it is just for you. I see the path before you. I see the moments you have doubted, the nights you felt abandoned, the tears you let fall in silence. Heaven has been listening. Every prayer you whispered under your breath has been carried upward by your angel, and today they could not hold back their cry. Michael has sounded the alarm, not out of fear, but because what I am about to release will alter the entire course of your destiny. The shadows that tried to bury you are being pushed back. The chains that bound you are snapping, one by one. The truth hidden from your eyes is rising to meet you. The enemy tried to keep this day from coming. They buried your joy under betrayal. They buried your peace under false voices. They buried your confidence under the weight of lies. But heaven says today, no more. You were not made to be buried, you were made to rise. Even the secret battles no one saw, the ones that drained your strength, are being overturned in this very hour. Your angel has been standing at your side, shielding you from attacks you never knew about, and now Archangel Michael has been released to deliver this message. You are stepping into a season where what you believe will be shaken, and then restored in greater power. You feel it already, that strange stirring, that pull in your spirit. It is not confusion, it is awakening. It is the sound of chains loosening. It is the whisper of new doors unlocking. Everything you once thought impossible is bending before the authority of heaven. People around you may not see it yet, but heaven has already written it. This is why your angel is deeply worried, not because you will fail, but because distraction is dangerous now. If you skip this, you risk walking past the very miracle that has been crafted for your name. That is why I say again, do not skip this, it is just for you. I am shifting the foundation of your life. The way you saw yourself, the way you thought your story would go, it is all changing. Where you saw dead ends, I am drawing maps. Where you saw rejection, I am planting acceptance. Where you saw betrayal, I am building restoration. Where you saw loss, I am weaving abundance. You thought you were forgotten, but heaven has been writing your name in fire. Archangel Michael is pressing this into your spirit now. The battle you faced was not to destroy you, it was to reveal the warrior inside you. Your angel is not silent anymore. They are worried because they see what you cannot see. A movement is coming. A revelation is about to shake your world. A face will be revealed, a truth will be spoken, a hidden hand will be exposed. And when it happens, you will know that heaven tried to warn you in advance. Do not doubt. Do not hesitate. I am covering you, I am guiding you, and I am standing in the doorway of your next chapter. From this day forward, you will notice things shifting suddenly. Someone who once ignored you will seek you out. An opportunity you thought was lost will reappear. A truth you feared will be spoken, but it will not break you, it will free you. Your angel has been pacing, waiting for you to listen, waiting for you to receive this. And now you have opened this message, which means the activation has already begun. The battle is no longer behind you, it is beneath you. You are stepping into victory, even if your eyes do not see it yet. This is your moment. Today, 22th August, heaven carved this space in time for you to hear these words. Archangel Michael's voice thunders, your angel is worried, but heaven is ready. You are chosen for this, and no one can take what I am about to place in your hands. Believe it. Receive it. Do not skip it. This message is alive, breathing with the breath of God, and it has found you because it is yours. And so I say to you, walk boldly. Watch carefully. Listen deeply. What is coming will not destroy you, it will define you. What is about to happen will change everything you believe, but it will also confirm everything heaven has promised. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are right on time, standing at the edge of a divine unveiling. Today is not ordinary, it is appointed. Your angel has carried this to you with urgency. Archangel Michael has stamped it with fire. And I, the Lord, have spoken it, it is just for you. Archangel Michael says, your angel is deeply worried about you and has sent this message right now, because what is about to happen in your life will change everything you believe. Do not take this lightly. This is not a casual word, this is a divine instruction meant to reach you at the exact second you are reading it. It is just for you, and that is why your angel has moved heaven and earth to make sure you do not skip this. God says, my child, I have watched the way you have been walking, the way you have been crying in silence, the way your heart has been carrying weights no one else can see. I know that lately you have been questioning why certain things are happening, why betrayals have come from those you trusted, why your plans seem delayed, why your nights feel longer than your days. But hear me clearly, what is about to enter your life is not confusion, but clarity, not destruction, but construction, not endings, but beginnings. There is a shift already happening in the spirit realm. Archangel Michael has been positioned to guard you in this very moment, because what is breaking open for you will feel overwhelming if you are not ready. But I, the Lord your God, say to you, fear not. This moment is not designed to destroy you but to reveal you. This is why your angel is deeply worried, not because you will lose, but because you have been so close to skipping the message that explains the change. My child, you must understand this. in one breath, I can alter the course of your life. In one moment, the veil that has hidden your truth can be torn apart. The enemies who have plotted in shadows against you will be unmasked before your very eyes. You have been wondering why you feel watched, why you feel the heaviness in your spirit, why you sense things are happening behind your back. Heaven has not ignored this. Archangel Michael has been dispatched for this very reason, because the plots against you have reached their expiration date. This is not only about your survival, this is about your elevation. The delays, the betrayals, the heartbreaks, and the silent tears have all been collecting in a heavenly jar. Today, 22th August, is a turning point where that jar begins to overflow, not with sorrow but with blessing. And when it overflows, it will pour back into your life as restoration. Everything you thought was lost, everything stolen in secret, everything delayed by hands that never wanted you to rise, I am returning to you in multiplied form. Archangel Michael says, "My child, the reason I am worried is because you are in a place where your faith has been shaken. The enemy knows your fatigue and wants you to surrender just before the miracle. But heaven has already decreed that nothing, not even your doubts, will stop this shift. I have been guarding you against things you could not even see, conversations with your name in them, signatures planned against your destiny, traps laid near your feet. But I have broken them all, even before they touched you. Listen to me now, this is not coincidence, this is timing. The reason you are reading this now is because heaven has aligned this exact second for you. If you skip it, if you turn away, you may miss the warning and the promise in one. But if you receive it, you will walk into the revelation that changes everything you thought you knew about your life. God says, there is about to be a shockwave in your story. Someone you never expected is about to confess truth to you. A revelation hidden for years will be uncovered, and it will leave you speechless. Do not fear this exposure, because it is the doorway to your freedom. What you thought was a setback will be revealed as the setup for your divine breakthrough. This message is long, but it must be. Because I am preparing your heart, mind, and soul for the magnitude of what is about to enter your reality. My child, do not underestimate the seriousness of this word. Today, 22th August, is a marker in the heavens, a divine appointment for you. Archangel Michael stands beside this word as a messenger of urgency. Your angel is deeply worried, not because you are abandoned, but because heaven sees what you do not yet see. Something is already moving in your life, something that will change everything you believe about yourself, your destiny, your relationships, and the truth hidden behind closed doors. This message is not for another. It is written with your name sealed into it. Open immediately, for delay is dangerous. Do not skip this, for the words carry the weight of heaven's attention on you now. I know the weight you have carried quietly, the silent battles you thought no one noticed. I have seen the betrayal, the loneliness, the sudden disappointments, and the constant questioning of your worth. Your angel has cried before me, interceding that your life not be wasted in shadows any longer. Archangel Michael says, this soul must not ignore this call, for what is hidden is about to surface. This one must know heaven is already rearranging their destiny. Today, the 22th of August, marks a divine shift. This day is not like others, for a line has been drawn in the spirit. Before this hour, you thought things were stagnant, but after this word, the tide begins to turn. Your enemies will no longer hold the advantage they thought they had. Those who whispered lies behind your back are about to be exposed. Even those you trusted but who moved in secret against you will be revealed. Archangel Michael has been stationed to fight a war over your destiny, and his sword is drawn. He is not resting, for the urgency of heaven over your life is burning. Listen carefully. Your angel is worried because you have ignored too many signs. Dreams you thought were not random. Sudden feelings of unease were not ordinary, they were divine warnings. Encounters with people who seemed off were not coincidences, they were masks heaven was trying to pull off before your eyes. Archangel Michael says, if you continue to doubt the signs, you will miss the protection already surrounding you. That is why this message has come now. This is the turning point. I, the Lord, will change everything you believe. You will see the truth about people you thought you knew, and you will understand why certain doors never opened. It was not rejection, it was redirection. You will see why some relationships ended. It was not abandonment, it was protection. You will see why your struggles seemed endless. It was because the enemy feared your breakthrough more than anything. But hear me. Your season of blindness is ending. What is coming cannot be ignored. Your angel is deeply worried because if you treat this word lightly, you may continue walking in circles when heaven has already prepared a straight path. Do not delay. Do not brush this aside. This word is living, and it is breathing for you. Today, August 22nd, I speak to you without delay. This is for you alone. Hear me with your whole heart. Archangel Michael stands beside you, his hand on your shoulder, his eyes bright with a fierce and gentle light, because your angel is deeply concerned for you and has pressed this message to you now. What is approaching will rearrange your idea of what is possible, what is true, what is safe, what is love. Open your heart at once. Do not skip this. Every word carries the weight of care I have for you. Every sentence is a pathway out of confusion and into clarity. I know the rooms of your life, the drawers where you hid your disappointments, the windows where you stood pretending not to wait, the mirror you avoid when your courage feels thin. I know the tone of voices that bruised your trust and the quiet ways you tried to heal. And I tell you, the days of wandering without language for your pain are ending. I have come to give you a vocabulary for freedom, and Michael has come to guard the door while you learn to speak it. You have felt watched by worry, as if anxiety were a pair of eyes in the ceiling. You have felt the past tug at your sleeve when you tried to move forward. You have woken at uncertain hours, rehearsing old scenes that never change, then calling it prayer because you didn't know what else to name it. Listen to me now. Your prayer has been heard even when you could not finish your sentences. I gathered every fragment. I am not disappointed in you. I was never waiting for you to be eloquent, I was waiting for you to be honest. And you have been honest, in small brave ways that looked like weakness to others. You told the truth by your tears. You told the truth by your silence when provoked. You told the truth by refusing to let bitterness teach you how to survive. Today, that honesty becomes a doorway. Today, your refusal to grow hard becomes a mantle of authority. Do not mistake gentleness for fragility, your softness is strength under my hand. Michael says to you, guard this softness like a lamp in the wind. It is not going out, it is about to become a signal fire. There is a motion beginning that you have prayed for without fully understanding what it would cost to receive. Change carries disruption the way a seed carries the memory of soil. I will not hide from you that some comfort will tremble. The furniture of your routines will slide an inch. The wall you leaned on will reveal itself as a curtain. Yet the thing that seems to be falling apart is only the casing of an answered prayer. You asked me to open a path. I am opening it. You asked me to end the cycle. I am ending it. You asked me to expose what needed exposing. I am turning the light to its highest setting. Do not panic when the room looks different. Do not call new light darkness, because your eyes need moments to adjust. Michael will cover you while your vision strengthens. He will lift the heavy fabric from the corners where you were taught to hide. He will mark the floor with his heel and say, "No further," to what once encroached. When you feel a sudden steadiness that you did not manufacture, that will be the sign of his nearness. When a sentence comes to your mouth that you've never been brave enough to say, clear, kind, and firm, that is your answer arriving. I am not asking you to become someone else. I am revealing who you have always been when fear is not scripting your lines. You will not have to perform a personality you do not possess. The calling on you is not a costume, it is your skin at last unafraid. You have carried a weight that did not belong to you, other people's expectations, other people's shame, other people's unfinished lessons. You picked them up because it looked like compassion, because it sounded like loyalty. But compassion without truth turns into captivity, and loyalty without wisdom becomes a leash. I am cutting leashes today. I am teaching your loyalty to kneel before wisdom. This is why Michael is here, to teach your kindness how to set boundaries without apology. You will no longer confuse peacekeeping with peacemaking. Peacekeeping hides conflict in the attic and calls the house orderly. Peacemaking opens the attic, clears it, and returns the home to light. You were born to be a peacemaker. The attic is opening. In the next stretch of your days, you will notice a holy discontent rising in situations where you once tolerated crumbs. That discontent is not ingratitude, it is intelligence awakening. I am enlarging your measure. You will sense it in the conversations where your spirit begins to say, quietly and unmistakably, "This is too small for me." You will feel it when a familiar compromise is offered and your heart refuses it, not out of defiance but out of dignity. You will feel it when the old invitation to shrink arrives in a new envelope and you gently decline. Watch for 3 markers of this transition. First, your language will simplify, fewer excuses, more essence. Second, your time will feel weighty, where you place it will matter, and I will guard it with you. Third, your perception will sharpen, you will name what stands in front of you without fear of losing approval. Do not argue with discernment to make other people comfortable. Speak plainly. Speak kindly. Speak once. You have wondered whether you are too late. You have measured your journey against others as if destiny were a bus schedule you missed. Hear me, there is no too late in a story I am still writing. Delay is not denial, it is a deepening of roots so the future fruit can survive the wind. Much of what you called wasted time was preparation disguised as wandering. I let you spend long afternoons in quiet rooms so your soul would remember the sound of your own life, not only echo other lives around you. I permitted repeated lessons because repetition builds reflex, and reflex will matter when doors open quickly. You will not enter this new season as an actor peeking through curtains hoping to remember lines. You will walk on as a witness telling the truth of what you have lived. Witnesses do not perform. Witnesses testify. Practice saying this, "I know what I know." Let that sentence seat itself in your bones. There will be a moment, soon, when an offer is laid before you that looks like everything you asked for but is missing the breath of peace. Do not sign what silences you. Do not agree to terms that buy your voice with glitter. The counterfeit arrives first to exhaust your attention, the authentic arrives second to reward your patience. Michael will nudge you when the counterfeit smiles. He will stir a small discomfort in you, heed it. Not all discomfort is harm, sometimes it is a safeguard telling you that your spirit has outgrown the room being offered. Ask this question in your heart: does this require me to become smaller to belong? If yes, decline graciously and wait. I am not sending you into rooms that demand shapelessness. I am sending you where your edges are an asset and your clarity is welcome. I will also send you help. You are not meant to carry every task alone like a lone pillar under a heavy roof. I am forming, even now, a circle of allies whose motives are clean. Some will be new, and some will be names you already know but did not expect to stand with you. Do not dismiss humble help because you wanted impressive help. I often place treasure in plain paper. When support arrives in ordinary clothing, look for extraordinary consistency. Trust consistency more than charisma. Trust follow-through more than promises. Trust fruit more than speech. And remember, you are allowed to interview opportunities. You are allowed to interview people who want access to your life. Questions are not distrust, they are stewardship. There is an inner room in you where worry has long tried to act as a counselor. I remove that counselor today. Instead, I appoint peace, not as the absence of problems but as the presence of my order. Peace is not passive, peace is governance. Peace will rearrange your thoughts like books on a shelf, placing what matters within reach and what harms out of sight. Under peace, your body will remember rest. Under peace, your sleep will change. Under peace, your decisions will become thresholds rather than battlefields. When fear knocks, you do not have to open the door to be polite. Let Michael answer. Fear has nothing new to say. It always repeats itself, it just changes the font. You have asked me what to do with the grief that drips through the cracks on days you thought were dry. I tell you, do not rush it away. Grief is not a failure of faith, grief is a river that knows the way out. Sit with it as you would with an old friend who speaks slowly. Let it finish its sentence. Then, give it something to carry as it leaves, a memory blessed instead of crushed, a name forgiven instead of cursed, a lesson learned instead of a wound scratched. Michael will stand watch so no accusation enters while you are tender. You are not weak for needing time, you are wise for taking it. In the physical world, I will give you 3 visible confirmations to anchor you. First, expect a message, written or spoken, that arrives unexpectedly and acknowledges a truth you have known alone. It will not be long. It will be clear. Second, watch for a resource you once lacked to present itself without you forcing it, an introduction, a tool, a place, or a skill that suddenly clicks. You will recognize it by the ease it brings. Third, pay attention to an old fear losing its power in a situation where it always won. You will reply to what once made you tremble, and calm will answer from your chest. Do not dismiss these as small. They are the sound of hinges you prayed for finally swinging open. Reconciliation will come, but not in the shape you imagined. It will not ask you to forget what was true, it will ask you to stop rehearsing what is no longer happening. Where reconciliation is right, it will be mutual and slow and honest, none of it purchased with your silence. Where reconciliation is not right, I will give you release without resentment. You are not required to keep proving that you are good by staying where you are not safe. Michael will escort you past the familiar guardrails of guilt. He will point to the horizon and remind you that freedom sometimes looks like distance. You may mourn what could have been even while you celebrate what is becoming. Both can be holy. Provision will follow purpose. Do not chase provision like a skittish bird, build the habitat of purpose and watch it land. Put your hands to what I have always whispered over you: craft, teach, build, design, serve, heal, steward, write, lead, sing, solve. Stop waiting for a thunderclap calling when you already feel the tug every morning. Start where your feet are. Excellence is worship. Integrity is worship. Showing up is worship. In rooms where you feel unseen, keep your craft clean, and I will move the curtains. Your name does not need a trumpet, it needs truth. I will bring your name into rooms at the right time by the right mouths for the right reasons. You do not need to scheme for visibility. You are already seen. Your body is an instrument I love. Treat it as such. Give it food that honors you, sleep that restores you, and movement that returns you to yourself. Do not punish your body for your soul's confusion. Speak to it kindly. Thank it for carrying you into every dawn you thought you would not reach. I am removing the shame that made you negotiate with your mirror. Let your clothing be a shelter, not a courtroom. Let your reflection be a friend, not a verdict. You will notice the shift, you will wear peace the way others wear jewelry, and it will be luminous on you. There is a story you've told yourself about being too much or not enough. That story is neither accurate nor useful. It was taught by tired people who did not know how to bless what they could not control. You are not a problem to be solved, you are a person to be supported. I am reteaching you your proportions. Watch your appetite for drama decrease and your appetite for depth increase. Watch your attachment to urgency soften into a steady pace. Urgency will still knock, telling you everything must be done by midnight, that love will leave if you do not perform, that worth expires like bread. But you will answer urgency with presence. You will choose the necessary over the noisy. You will watch doors open that you did not rush, and you will walk through without panting. Forgiveness is coming like rain on hard ground. It will not erase boundaries, it will water them. It will not invite harm, it will restore your capacity to recognize goodness without suspicion. Where bitterness calcified, I am sending tenderness with a backbone. You will remember what happened without reliving it. You will recall names without tasting metal in your mouth. You will hear a song that used to ache and find it has become only a song. This is not amnesia, this is healing. Michael will collect the fragments you thought were lost behind you on the road and return them to you as wisdom. You will bless the path you hated, not because it was painless, but because it was not pointless. You asked me for a sign that you are not alone in your quiet battles. Here it is, at this very moment, as you read, peace is standing up inside you like someone in a theater finally realizing the play is about them. You are not imagining it. You can learn to trust that rising. It is me. I am closer to you than your breath and more loyal to your becoming than any fear is to your hiding. I do not do abandonment. I do not do almost. I finish what I begin, and I began you with intention. There will be a conversation soon where you will be tempted to tell the old story of yourself to make someone else comfortable. Resist gently. Introduce yourself to them with the name you go by in my presence: beloved, chosen, wise, kind, strong. You do not have to announce it out loud, you only have to wear it within. People learn how to treat you by how you treat yourself when no one is applauding. Begin applauding. Applaud your endurance, your returned laughter, your decision to ask for help when the culture told you to be strong. Real strength asks. Real strength receives. Real strength knows when to say no, and when to say, "That's enough for today." Then it rests without apology. You will not miss your path by walking it. You cannot lose what is meant to join you when you faithfully do what is yours. Release the fantasy that certainty must precede movement. You will learn the route by taking it. I have placed waypoints along the road, moments of unexpected kindness, conversations that tilt your thinking toward courage, strangers who say the right sentence at the right time. I will not waste your steps. Even detours will become data. Even pauses will become power. If you feel stalled, put your hand on your heart and say, "I am still moving, even when the motion is inside." Michael has one more charge for you: speak blessings over what you are building. Speak them aloud. Words are architecture. Your voice can furnish your future with chairs of welcome and tables of abundance. Bless your home with peace, your work with clarity, your relationships with honesty, your finances with sufficiency and generosity, your mind with calm, your body with strength, your nights with rest, your mornings with expectancy. Bless those who have blessed you. Bless even those who could not love you the way you needed. Blessing them does not return you to their rooms, it releases your heart from theirs. The sword Michael carries is not for revenge, it is for pruning. What he cuts away will make more life. Now listen closely. What approaches is not a storm to fear but a wind to catch. Lift your sail, your willingness, your attention, your gratitude. Let the outdated anchors go: guilt, approval chasing, self-accusation, scarcity stories. Let me become your ballast and your compass. I am guiding you toward communities where your laughter fits, projects that feel like prayer, commitments that honor your limits while expanding your possibilities. You will look back on this day and say, everything began to make sense. Not all at once, but faithfully, like dawn. Do not rush to fix what I am already healing. Do not run back to prove you are still available to what used to consume you. Step forward. The ground is rising to meet your feet. The timing you feared has always been in my hands. The door you thought would never open already has. You are standing in its frame, reading this, feeling your courage wake. Breathe. Put your hand on your chest. Feel how your heart has kept you alive through every chapter you would have skipped if you could. Tell it thank you. Tell me yes. This is your moment to agree with life. Say it inside, I agree with life. Say it as many times as you need until your shoulders unlock. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not too broken to be blessed. The proof is not in sudden fireworks, the proof is in the steady flame you carry out of this sentence and into your next decision. I will be in that decision. I will be in the small courage that picks up the phone, writes the page, tidies the room, takes the walk, sets the boundary, answers the email with clarity, drinks the water, makes the appointment, locks the door, says the kind word, says the firm no. Nothing is trivial in a heart coming back to itself. I bless your going out and your coming in. I bless your memory with gentleness and your imagination with holy daring. I bless your relationships to hold truth and tenderness in the same hands. I bless your work to carry weight without carrying you away from yourself. I bless your sleep to be refreshing and your mornings to be honest and brave. I bless you to feel me near you in ordinary moments, a cup warming your palm, sunlight tilting across your floor, a song that finds you at the exact line you needed. Let these be sacraments of my nearness. And when fear tries one more time to tell you this message is not for you, remember, I wrote it onto the walls of your life from the inside. Michael delivered it with urgency because he knows what is arriving. It is good. It is strong. It is different. It is yours. Open immediately, and keep opening, moment by moment, decision by decision, until you notice that opening is who you have become. You are safe to hope again. You are safe to love wisely. You are safe to trust me with the details you cannot manage and the outcomes you cannot control. I have you. I have always had you. Watch what I do with a heart that dares to stay soft in a world that forgot how. Watch what I do with a life that refuses to pretend. Watch what I do with you, starting now. Today, the 22nd of August, Archangel Michael says your angel is deeply worried about you and has sent this message right now because what is about to happen in your life will change everything you believe, so open this immediately. It's just for you, don't try to skip this. I speak to you as the one who formed your breath and numbered your days, the one who sees behind your eyes and hears the words you haven't learned how to say. I do not come to frighten you, I come to steady you, to awaken your courage, to gather what has been scattered, and to place into your hands something you thought you were not worthy to hold. You have reached the turning of a corridor you did not know you were walking, and this turn is not a punishment, it is a doorway. And though your heart has felt like a clenched fist, I am opening it now with gentleness, not force, because gentleness is stronger than fear. I have watched you carry silence like a heavy garment when no one else noticed how much it weighed. You have smiled when your bones were tired, you have shared when your cupboards were almost bare, you have forgiven in secret and bled kindness where others offered only indifference. Do not mistake the delay of harvest for the absence of seed. Every unseen faithfulness has been counted, stored, and watered, and the field that looked asleep has been pushing roots under the ground. Today I am telling you plainly, your season of hiddenness has accomplished its work, and your life is about to step into rooms your name has already entered. You have asked me, why does it hurt right before things change? Hear me, pain is not always a sign of danger. Sometimes it is the sound of an old shell cracking open so that new life can breathe. You have outgrown the limitations others tried to tailor around you. You have outgrown the cage of apologizing for your light. The heaviness you felt this week was not a sentence, it was labor. Archangel Michael stood at your side while you slept, warding off the whispers that tried to convince you to shrink back. You were not abandoned in those nights when the ceiling felt like an unanswering sky. I was closer than the air inside your lungs. Do not skip this. There are 3 knots in your story that I am untying. The first knot is shame, the old narrative that says your mistakes are your name. I undo it now. I am not counting your stumbles against you, I am counting the footsteps that kept moving forward. The second knot is fear, specifically, the fear of being seen and then rejected. I cut this knot with the truth that I have already seen you to the depths and chosen you without hesitating. The third knot is scarcity, the lie that there will never be enough time, enough love, enough provision for you to rise into the fullness of who you are. I am teaching you abundance as the reality of my presence, not the fluctuation of circumstances. Keep reading, keep breathing, let these words sit with you like warm light on a winter window. Your angel has been interceding for you with a tenderness that would make you weep if you could watch it. I have answered that intercession with a sequence of movements that will look like coincidence to those who don't know me, but you will recognize my signature in the timing. Doors you knocked on months ago will open not because you knocked harder but because the appointed hour has arrived. A conversation you thought was lost will return to you with clarity. A name you have carried in prayer, one you love deeply, will reach out with unexpected softness, not to drag you back into an old loop, but to release a weight that both of you have carried for too long. What is about to happen is not random, it is orchestration. Listen. Everything that is true about you in my sight is about to confront everything that has been false about you in the mirrors of this world. When you step forward, some will say you are moving too quickly, some will say you are not ready, and some will say nothing at all. You do not need their permission to be who I made you to be. What you need is alignment with my voice, and I am giving it to you right now. I am not asking you to bulldoze your way through, I am inviting you to walk as if the floor itself rises to meet your feet. Peace is your permission slip. Peace is not the absence of noise, it is the presence of me inside your chest.